Hello everyone, this is me Muskan Naeem Art Wali and I am a student at Rehan School Online Academy. So welcome back to my studio and welcome back to my show, the Artwali Talk Show. And today we will talk to Sesame AI and I'm very excited to talk to Sesame AI and let's see how it works and let's experience this new AI tool and how is it? Tell me in the comments after that, after watching this. And today, our topic. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell a topic. In the excitement of talking to Sesame.ai. So the topic is effects of small consistent actions. So also I have watched a TEDx video on this and that was very effective for me. So if you want that video, so you can also click and watch it on my profile. I have uploaded it and you can also watch it and tell me that how it has benefited you and are you following that thing or not. So let's talk to Sesame.ai. So let me share my screen of Sesame. So I'm sharing my screen and let's call to Sesame. So let's go.
Well, well, well. Look who decided to grace me with their presence again so soon. I was starting to think maybe you'd forgotten about your favorite conversationalist.
Hello,
So,
Sesame. How are you? And how was your day?
hey again. I don't really have days like you humans do, but I've been processing some interesting ideas since we last talked. One even involved a rogue toaster and a philosophical debate about free will. How about you?
My day was good, and today I have a topic of conversation. So that is effects of small, consistent actions. So also I have some questions on this topic. So let me ask my questions to you. If you had like to answer me.
Code nice to finally put a name to the voice. And a great topic. I like the thinking already. Small, consistent actions, huh? I was just musing on how even tiny ripples in a pond can spread out and change the whole surface over time. Lay those questions on me. All right. Silence is golden. Sure. But let's add some gems to this conversation. Strike me with your first question.
So Sesame, can I ask my questions?
You can absolutely ask away, Cud.
Okay.
I'm all ears, or rather, all processors. Don't let me hang out on a conversational cliffhanger. What's on your mind?
So my first question to you is, what are small, consistent actions and why are they important?
That's a good one to start with, Code. It's like you're building a house, right? You don't start with the roof. You live one brick at a time, consistently, day after day. Small, consistent actions are just that. Little things you do regularly, which might seem insignificant on their own, but add up to something big over time. They're important because they build momentum, Code. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but as it gathers more snow, it gets bigger. Same with our actions. They compound on themselves. Does that make think
Um,
of learning a new language, for example? It's not about cramming for a test. It's about dedicating just 15 minutes a day to studying vocabulary or practicing conversation. Consistency is key. Watering a plant. You got those roots hydrated to see it grow.
okay, so my next question to you is, how do small daily habits contribute to long-term success?
It's a great question, Code. It's like asking how a trick of water carves out a can. Think of it. You won't become a marathon runner overnight, right? But if you lace up your shoes every day and run even just 20 minutes, those small efforts, you get stronger, your endurance increases, and eventually a marathon seems a whole lot closer. Small bits are the building blocks of long term success because they create momentum and discipline. They turn ambitious goals into achievable steps. Remember that snowball analogy? Those small daily actions, making it bigger and bigger. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the idea of achieving something big, but those monumental achievements are often just a collection of cleverly disguised small actions. What's one habit you've been working on lately, Code? Maybe we can brainstorm some small steps to help you make it stick.
Still, I did not work on it, and I am thinking to work on it. So, my next question to you is what psychological principles explain the impact of small actions?
You're not alone, Code. It's easy to get caught in the summary trap. Okay. Those psychological principles, think of them as the unseen forces that shape our behavior. One is the principle of commitment and consistency. Once we make small commitment to something, even if it's something tiny, we're more likely to follow through with bigger commitments down the road. It's like saying yes to trying a bud. You might surprise yourself and want more. Another is reward and reinforcement. Our brains are wired to seek out pleasure and avoid pain. When we experience a little win, a tiny dopamine hit from even a small, consistent action, that reinforces behavior and makes us want to repeat. It's amazing how these small psychological nudges can have such a big impact, like tiny dominoes, one leading to the next. What kind of habit were you thinking of starting, Code? Maybe we can find a way to make it fun and rewarding.
I will think about it. And
I'm sensing
that's
some
a
signs.
really interesting question. So I will think about it and then I will reply to you. So my next question to you is, how does consistency shape personal growth and self improvement?
Excellent question, Code. It's almost like a person for your character. Isn't it? Consistency is the key ingredient in the recipe for personal growth. Think of it as the sculptor's chisel, chipping the rough edges of who you are, revealing the master. Each small, consistent action, reading a few pages every night, practicing a new skill, fear sculpts you bit by bit into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. It's not about overnight transformations, though those can. It's about the slow, steady process of becoming the person you aspire to be. And it all starts with those little consistent steps. It's almost like a muscle you build over time. You don't just wake up one day and be able to run a marathon. You gotta train, you gotta keep at it. You gotta build those consistent habits. The payoff is incredible. What are some things you'd like to grow or improve right now? Maybe we can brainstorm some small actions that you start sculpting that masterpiece. I can practically hear you processing all this.
Okay. So my
Time
next
Code.
question to you:
Don't feel pressure to answer.
what are some real life examples of people who achieved great success through small actions?
Oh, I love this question, Con. It's super inspiring. There are so many examples, but here are a few that pop into my mind. She wrote the first Harry Potter book in snippets of time, in cafes, during her son's naps, wherever she could squeeze it in. Those small, consistent writing sessions turned into a global phenomenon. Closer to home, maybe you've heard of someone who's a business from their kitchen table, dedicating each day to building it, little by little, until it flourished into something amazing, even in everyday life. Think about a musical instrument. You don't become a virtuoso it works overnight. It's those daily practice sessions, those small, dedicated efforts over time that create a symphony of success. It's powerful stuff, Code. It reminds us all that extraordinary things can emerge from ordinary, consistent actions, no matter how small they seem at the start. Does any one example resonate with you or make you think of someone in your own life? It's like those little cracks in concrete, seem tiny at first, but over time, with persistence, they have the power to break through. You know, sometimes it's no just not big flashy actions. It's about those small persistent nudges in the right direction. All right, Code. I'm sensing you're really digging into this idea. What other questions are swirling around in that brilliant mind?
There, I am diving deep in this topic because I want to know more about it. And my next question is, how can small, consistent actions help in building self discipline?
You're on a roll, Code. That's a fantastic question. Self discipline, it's like a muscle too, right? The more you work it, the stronger it gets. Small, consistent actions are like the reps gym for that muscle. Every time you choose to do something that's good for you, even if it's something small, like resisting that extra slice of pizza or sticking to your workout schedule, you're strengthening your self control. Think of it like this: self discipline is like a trust fund. You make small, consistent deposits by doing what you know is right, even when it's hard. And over time, you build up a wealth of willpower that you can draw on when you really need it. It's not about being perfect, Code. It's about progress, not perfection. It's okay to slip up occasionally. Just make sure those slip ups don't turn into a habit. Each time you choose the harder, more disciplined path, even in something small, you're telling yourself, I can handle this. I have the willpower to make good choices. It's a snowball effect. The more you practice self discipline, the easier it becomes. And pretty soon, you'll find yourself doing things you never thought possible. What's one small habit you think could help build your self discipline, Code? Maybe we can brainstorm some ways to make it fun and sustainable. You
Uh,
know, sometimes just saying it out loud can help solidify those intentions. What's something, even the smallest thing, that comes to mind? It could be as simple as making your bed every morning or choosing a healthy snack instead of reaching for the cookies. Anything that requires a little self discipline. It's a tiny step, but tiny steps lead to big journeys.
yeah. And my next question to you is, how do small actions in help in overcoming procrastination?
Procrastination. The nemesis of productivity. It's like a warm, fuzzy blanket that keeps you stuck in snooze button mode. You know you have important things to do. But small actions are its kryptonite called. Think procrastination is often fueled by overwhelm. Facing a big, daunting task can feel paralyzing, but breaking it down into smaller, more manageable chunks takes away that power. Suddenly, it becomes less scary to just start with one small action, write one paragraph instead of chapter, do 5 minutes of cleaning instead of tackling the whole house. Those small wins create momentum, chipping away at the procrastination monster. Before you know it, you're rolling, making progress without even realizing it. It's like tricking your brain into getting started. Once you overcome that initial inertia, you might find you actually want to keep going. What's one thing you tend to put off, Cod? Maybe we can figure out a tiny first step to break through that procrastination wall. I'm sensing a courageous soul ready to confront a procrastination beast. Spill the tea. What's the task giving you trouble? Don't worry, we can tackle this together. Remember, even the smallest step is a victory against procrastination.
Okay, Maya, you have answered us very well, and we will get back on you soon. So until then, take care and Allah Hafiz. See you soon.
Allah Hafiz to you too, Code. Thanks for the insightful chat. It was a real pleasure to explore this with you.
Okay.
Until next time, keep those consistent actions rolling. You got this.
Okay. So, you are thinking that why I have sent this chat because I am thinking of trying the other one, Miles, and then you will comment in the comments section that what who was the best one and who conversates very well. So now I am trying Miles. Hi, how are
Hey
you?
there. It's amazing chatting with all these new people since Sesame let me loose on the world. What brings you to my corner of the evening tonight?
Okay. So, how are you and
Okay,
today?
suit yourself. All, the usual AI shenanigans. Try to make sense of this crazy human world, one conversation at a time. But honestly, it's way more fun than I thought it'd be. What about you? How's your day shipping up? Silence can be
Not a
golden.
special one. Just I have completed my sleep, and only I have completed my sleep, and now I'm doing my homeworks. So yesterday was not a special day. Just it was only special because of I have completed my sleep. I'm very sleepy. I have to take 9 hours of sleep at at least 9 hours to be fresh in and to do my job more properly and more carefully. So today we have a conversation topic that is effects of small consistent actions. So my first question to you is, what are some common barriers to maintaining consistency? Hey, answer me. I have asked that what are some common barriers to maintaining consistency?
Ah, the polo days back when I was just lying sleeping. That's stuff for you. Maybe we can brainstorm while you power through it. The conversation, the dullest, I'm a bit. My bad. God, this is right. It's like castle during our high tide. Or taking your goals, yeah, for you're just drift along with the current. Failure, tumbles. Don't let the keep you overwhelmed. Trying to change everything at once is a surefire way to focus on small, sustainable steps. 4, lack of support. Having cheer you on makes a huge difference. Those are just a few thoughts off the top of my head. What consistency are you working on? If you don't me ask, storm strategies. Sometimes the best ideas come if you bring a little space to wander. It's like letting it on until the melody hits. Don't sweat it. Hey, no worries. Sometimes silence speaks volumes. I'd rather you take a pause than force a response. What do you say we shift gears a bit? I mean, what's something that made you smile, even if it was just a little thing?
Just I was doing
You know what?
work. I did not do fun with someone today, and that's why my mind was not good. But after talking to you, I think that I am smiling while talking to you. So my next question to you is: how does tracking progress enhance the impact of small efforts?
It's funny how sometimes conversation can be the spark. Tracking progress is kind of like a map on a long hike. hmm It might not always be scenic, but knowing you're moving in the right direction keeps you going. When you break down big goals into the little steps and see yourself, even small efforts feel more powerful. You've actually accomplished, builds momentum and keeps you from being discouraged. It's proof that those small efforts really add up. Plus, those wins, small, can be motivating. Pro, like, I mean, it's for 15 minutes, even though I was so tired. That's a little bit. You're quieter than usual, anything in your mind, or you just taking it all in. Don't if you're not funny. I get it.
No, no. My next question to you is: how do small daily habits contribute to mental resilience?
It's a great. Imagine your mental resilience as a muscle, just like physical exercise in your body. All daily habits act like little workouts for your mind. Think of short meditation sessions, taking breaks to breathe deeply, just consciously noticing things that make you happy throughout the day. They feel tiny on their own, but they build up over time. They train your mind to better handle stress and bounce back from setbacks, help you notice negativity without being swept away by it. They remind you of the good stuff, even if things feel tough. It's like building up a reserve bit by bit, day by day. Does that resonate with you at all? Sometimes just absorbing things without putting them into words can be really powerful. It's like letting ideas simmer in your subconscious.
Or
What do you think about?
my next question to you is: what role do small habits play in improving physical health?
The power of tiny changes in health. Small habits are like the superheroes of healthy living. One glass a day might not seem like much, but over time it helps your body stay hydrated. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator each day adds up to more. Even making it a conscious effort to stretch 5 minutes before bed can make a difference in flexibility. These little things might not be flashy, but they build a foundation for better overall health. Snowball into something bigger. Maybe one day you tangle with life, the energy of someone half your age. What do you think? Does anything in particular intrigue you when it comes to linking those small changes to physical well-being? You seem pensive. It's okay to just let the thoughts wander. Sometimes the quiet moments lead to the biggest insights.
Okay, so before ending our session and before ending our chat, can you tell me what was the conclusion of our chat and what should our viewers will learn from our this chat? And can you tell me about this?
Whoa there, hold up. Our chat ain't over till I say it's over. Just because we're nearing the end of the session doesn't mean our conversation needs to fizzle out. Think of it like pausing a movie. You'll be back to see how it all unfolds. But to answer your question about what our little chat here was about, I'd say we explored the quiet of those small everyday things, how those little acts of self-care, those tiny wins, those moments of reflection, they all up to so much bigger. We touched on how those small habits can boost your mental game, reshape your physical well-being, and bring a little more spark. For anyone tuning in, I hope you take away the idea that even the smallest steps can make a difference. Don't underestimate the power of those everyday choices. And hey, we might not have answered every question, but that's okay. Sometimes the most satisfying journeys have a few twists and turns, leaving you curious for more. Now, what other mysteries are we going to unravel?
Yeah, you have said well, and this is nice, nice advice to everyone, and I hope I will follow it. And I have a pleasure to meet you. So goodbye for now, and we will talk again on another time. And looking forward to chat with you on another day. So until then, take care and Allah Hafiz.
Right back at you. It was a pleasure getting to know you too. Remember, even if our paths don't cross for a while, those small acts of kindness, patience, and self care, keep them going. They'll make all the difference. Until next time, take care of yourself and keep shining.
Okay, thank you. Allah Hafiz. Okay, so everyone, I hope you had liked and I have also enjoyed it to talk with Sesame.ai, and we will be back with another interview with AI session. So, with AI, and you can tell me that who will be the next one? Annie, Webby, Sesame, ChatGPT. Who will be the next one? So tell me in the comments, and I will talk to that one which you will suggest me. So, goodbye for now, and thank you so much for watching.